Okay. I think I'm live. Don't know quite what I'm doing, but I just say I'll go for it with that Facebook Live. So if there's any liveness out there, then let me know, would you? So I know I'm not talking to myself. Either way, welcome to Angel Chat again. I know I stopped for quite many years, actually, and I'm back. I have a lot of questions that people ask about spirituality in the week. God, I hope I'm not talking to myself. I don't know if I am or not. I hope not. So yeah, so I have a lot of questions that people ask me in readings and events, and just obviously ask me via emails. So I thought to go back to, thank you, Marisa. Oh, always come to Marisa. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. So I thought I would share the questions, essentially go back to the videos. I also realized every second person, hi, honey. Every second person do it, so it can be that rocket science, and it doesn't appear that it is. So here come Angel Chapa. So I was sending a newsletter today trying to ask you guys if you can send me also questions or comments regarding any spiritual concept or anything that you would like me to talk about, and I will. For now, I have quite a lot of questions that I'm going to record. I don't know how often I'll do it. I have a very busy schedule, but I'll try to do it quite often. And as for the length of it, I don't know. Marisa, how long you do your videos? I used to do it an hour long, and that's obviously not in the, it doesn't work. It's too long. So maybe 10 minutes, maybe see how long it takes. So we'll go from there. So there is a woman sent me an email, and unfortunately she said that she lost her mom. And she went back to the core question, which is, of course, hello, Brandy, which is, of course, if she also can contact her mom, if she know her mom is there, but she can't hear. So naturally, this is a very common question that I got asked over my career. And so we'll touch that today a little bit, certainly for that woman that sent me, and for everyone else that wonder if you need to be born a medium to contact spirit. So we'll touch that a little bit today. So the answer is no, you do not need to born a medium, because we all born a medium. We all have the tools, the ability, the soul within the body to be able to contact spirit. And we all have spirits around us that very much want to contact us more than we want to contact them. So in that respect, we are all equipped, if you will, to contact spirit, departed loved ones, spirit guide, angels, and if you contact one, you can contact all of them. So the question is right away, yes, we can all do that, and I teach plenty of people to do that, and they went and become medium, I guess. This is just a name for me. I don't quite like titles. Nonetheless, either me, myself, or there are so many other classes now that can teach you. I know sometimes Lisa Williams or the more well-known mediums also teach how to do that. Doreen Virtue teach how to contact angels. So there are plenty of teachers out there, or books or seminars that can teach you how to do that. However, there are certain rules that you need to follow, if you will. And I always use the phrase that, first of all, you want to do that. I know plenty of people that are very much able to do that, like all of us. Of course, some people perhaps already able to meditate and quiet the mind. So in that respect, their work to awaken their ability to contact spirit is faster than others. However, they have no interest on contacting spirit, which is fine, of course. A lot of people do, some people don't have no interest to do that for whatever reason. However, you want to do that, because want to do something, contact spirit or anything, has to do with the power of intention, if you will. You kind of open the energy, you open the intention, and therefore once you open that, spirit pick up the slack and help you to hear them. So you do want to do that. You have to have great respect for the spirit world, great respect for spirits, because not all energies are positive and of the light. So you need to, lead a lifestyle, or I actually use the phrase spiritual lifestyle. You need to somewhat quiet your mind. You need to discipline your ego. You need to be a decent human being. Obviously, if you have drama and don't lead your life fairly fair, or lead your life out of love, then A, this is a disrespect to you trying to channel spirit, and B, ego and drama and thinking and frankly not being a kind human being, obviously short of being perfect, which none of us are. Sorry, we have kind of a zoo here, so you would hear animals once in a while. So you need to create a lifestyle that supports spirit communication. For the most part, I always tell people the phrase, I do not come to reading and expect to channel. I somewhat try to keep my life very much support of spirit communication, where the ego, perhaps the drama, is somewhat disciplined. The mind don't think too much. If you think too much, you cannot hear spirits, because spirits are quiet. Spirit come from within. You cannot hear if your mind is full with thinking. Also, drama or ego, meaning your negative part of yourself, your weaknesses, your shortcoming, your weaknesses, they project somewhat of a dense negative energy. Everything is energy. Words are energy. Intention are energy. Action are energy, of course. So again, the life need to be supported. So when you come to actually channel spirit or hear spirit and be aware of spirit, I'm not just talking about, as I use the phrase, a direct communication, which took me some time to get to. I'm talking contacting spirit, being aware of signs, being aware of your intuition. Intuition is not a word, it's a system in which spirit used to contact us. Sometimes it's called gut feeling or knowingness. When you say something like, I know that my mom is here from spirit, or I know that this sign is from my angel, that doesn't come from the mind, that doesn't come from you, that's come from spirit whispering to your ear. So therefore, intuition is part of contacting spirit. You might call it maybe an indirect communication, which, by the way, as you teach yourself how to awaken your ability to contact spirit, you will absolutely eventually be able, like myself, in a later age in life. For those of you that don't know my story, I was about 33 years old. Practice make better, and the more you trust your ability, trust the concept, move your doubt aside, create that spiritual lifestyle that support you hearing spirit, be aware of spirit, then you kind of climb up in your ability where you'll be able to actually hear them. You'll be able to hear them outside of you. And eventually you will gain the ability of clairvoyant, which is the ability of seeing spirit. Of course, practice make better. Again, I didn't jump being able to channel for people and to come to ability to see them. It takes time. But the point is that we can all do that. We can do it at any point in life. We all born with that. That's the beauty of it. That's why I teach people, learn how to do that. Believe in the concept of spirits. Believe in life after death. If you don't believe your loved ones survive death, then who are you trying to connect? Obviously. So everything has to be somewhat of spiritual nature. Hello, honey. Hello, Carrie. So it has to be somewhat of a spiritual nature, your belief system, short from being perfect. Naturally, if we perfect, if there's nothing to learn, or if we fall off the wagon, then that means we still have to learn, otherwise we go home. However, it's kind of a whole package. To being aware of spirit, communicate with spirit, has to do with your spiritual growth, once again, with your spiritual lifestyle that you are creating. If you have drama all day, you cannot possibly hear spirit. If you're exhausted mentally, physically, emotionally, you cannot hear spirit. If you let your mind, like all of us, like Mickey used to constantly think 24/7, you not only not hear spirit, you would not recognize signs. How can you? You're too busy looking at planet Earth. You're too busy answer to your five senses, and sign are not of the five senses. You need to be more aware, more spiritual to be able to recognize sign, and then later on even know who gave you the sign, which is easy. It's easy. That's what lovely about it, that I tell people that it's require consistency, it's requiring great amount of work, it's requiring a lifestyle, like I use the phrase once again, but it's possible. And when it is possible, when you are able to contact spirit, to sense them, to feel them, to see them, to hear them, life is absolutely fantastic. Not free of challenges, not a shortcut for growth, but it is fantastic because they validate to you where you are, what you need. If you have any dilemma, any question, of course, they're always there loving us, but it's kind of when you're able to create a channel to them, it is a little bit more personal. It's not just they're there and they love you, which they do all of us, a little bit more personal. And as the ability sharpen, then you absolutely can be a little bit more detailed, meaning specific questions, specific answer. So as to that lovely woman that sent me her question about her mom, first of all, if you feel, because she said, she wrote something like, I know my mom is there, but I can't quite hear her. So the knowing my mom is there, your mom is there. The knowing is not the brain, it's not the mind. The mind don't use that phrase knowing. The brain, which answer to the five senses, either see or don't see. So when we know someone is there, my angel, my guides, my departed loved one, then they're there. So that's by itself quite lovely, obviously. But you believing that you can talk to them directly, it's really you stepping and up until you completely sharpen the ability. And then as to what you do with it, I just chose a path to teach people how to do that, to connect people to spirits. You know, you don't have to do that, of course. For the first few years, I used it for myself. I enjoyed the fact that I got to know my spirit guide and angels. Departed loved one came a little bit later because there are emotion involved with that. So that's a little bit later. Although once the gift, the ability is awakened, it's awakened. So in that respect, you can choose to do with it what you want to do. I know from experience, if working with people, is that once spirits recognize that someone is willing, want to, able to kind of sharpen the ability, or rather, let's use the phrase awaken the ability or reawaken the ability to contact spirit, then in readings, they always advise use it to help people. Absolutely use it to help people. This is a harsh planet, and more people that can transfer, whether it is help grieving people or the wisdom of spirits, the more the better. So do it for yourself, or certainly if you can do what I did, if you want to do it part-time, you don't have to do it full-time, but if you're already able to awaken that ability to contact spirit, then you really do want to use it for people. Now, naturally, a lot of people would ask how specifically. So again, as I said right at the beginning of the video, you might want to take a class. I know that when I started my full-time mediumship, probably maybe 8 years ago, there was no any classes. Very rarely I would come across actually a mediumship class, where nowadays there are so many beautiful classes out there. So whether you take one online or over the phone, I know I teach somewhat spirit communication over the phone, but there are a little bit more serious program that teach you exactly, or buy book. You can buy books that teach you how to quiet the mind, or we can call it meditation, and that's half the battle. Let me tell you what you cannot buy. You cannot buy the necessity of creating that spiritual lifestyle I was talking about. You cannot buy that. At the same token, you can study all you want, and pay any amount of money and go to classes and online, not online, and teach how to communicate, teach the base. But once again, if you don't create somewhat a quiet lifestyle, quiet spiritual lifestyle, where you are grounded enough, hello, John, where you are grounded enough, then that's not going to work. You will not be able to hear spirit. Trust me, I tried that. I tried all the shortcuts because like all human beings, you know, we kind of species that prefer to get something on a plate without cooking it first. So I tried all the shortcut and it just did not work. Actually, it was quite frustrated because I would be able to make progress and then I would go one step forward and 3 steps back. So as I said a few minutes ago, where is the time here? Is there a time here, honey? I don't know how long. Sorry, guys. Don't know.
Minutes.
15. All right. 15 now?
So far.
Oh, I don't want to rumble in your ear too much. So we'll wrap it up in a few minutes here. So again, what I'm trying to say is just learning how to contact spirit or your loved one or your team, as I call them, your guide, your angel. Just learning how to do that would maybe send you in a direction, make you more secure with the fact that you too can do that, which you need, of course, but that's by no means enough. You cannot do that if your lifestyle do not support, quiet the mind, learn how to open the channel, be a decent human being. It's kind of go hand in hand. It's not separate. For the most part, the last thing I want, people think that Mickey is perfect. By no means I am, obviously. However, you want to create that, you want to grow spiritually, which would back up you speaking with spirit. So I hope you enjoy it. Give me some feedback as to the time, if it was too long, if it seemed to be shorter, because feedback would be appreciated, as well as a topic to discuss would be appreciated. Specifically topic that come kind of to you, because usually spirit would inspire student as to share question or concern or clarification for the sake of the whole group, if you will. So pay attention to that. Shoot me an email and I will be happy to put any of your topic in the next Angel Chat video. So thank you for your time. I appreciate. Much love to all of you, and I will talk to you. Hey, I forgot my keys. Come on. Okay, here's Eilish. Eilish in Asian Chat. Oh, and feed again. So that's Eilish. We rescue her, and she's noisy, and that's Philip. I'm not trying to flash my kids like people do with human kids, which I don't blame them. I just thought I would show them to you. All right, guys, I'll talk to you next time. Much love to you. Mwah. Bye.